Hey guys, it's NERDCORE Dave here. Back again. It's been about a week, and it's been an exciting week for me, actually. Did a lot of running around, chasing stuff down, and then I have an exciting weekend coming up too, but we'll get to that in a minute. So we started off last weekend, and what happened was we decided to go out and try a new comic shop. It was a small hobby shop, something a little different. We knew that it was smaller, but man, it was actually really nice inside. I was really impressed with it. It's kind of classy. I don't know. It wasn't your typical dark, you know, everything jammed together kind of a thing. It wasn't overloaded. There was small room. It was very clean and put together really well. They had a lot of nice stuff in there, actually, and a lot of CGC stuff. So I'll definitely be going back there. But like I said, it's a hobby shop, so they mostly did, like, I don't even know, like models and trains and stuff like that. But we went and dug through their back issues, and like I said, they didn't have a lot, but they had some really cool stuff. And one of the things I grabbed out of there couldn't pass up was Resident Evil #1. I'm not even sure what it is. It says, "Make America Taste Great Again." What can I say? Hillary and Trump, and the cover says it all. And being a huge Resident Evil fan, I definitely couldn't pass it up. So that was one I grabbed out of there. Everything I got out of there was for cover price or less, so that's kind of interesting. And then I'm a huge Swamp Thing fan, and I'm actually really behind on my collecting on that, and I'm going to actually start working on that. So I grabbed the Swamp Thing #1. I think this is the mini series. Kelly Jones artwork. If you guys are familiar with Kelly Jones, I think he really made an impact back when Bane broke Batman's back, the Night's End, Nightfall, all that stuff. He did all the covers for that, and those were phenomenal. And obviously, his Swamp Thing's amazing as well. Good horror artist, new school horror artist. Grab #5 out of there as well. Again, Kelly Jones artwork. We love it. And then I found this beauty here. What a gem! It's Grim Tales of Terror. And if you guys can't see that, getting a weird glare here, guys. What can I say, man? Kanye, Taylor Swift. It's amazing. It's probably the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my life. So anyways, that was what we did in the morning. And then we cut over down the road a little bit. And we went to one of the comic shops that we normally go to, because I actually frequent 4 local comic shops. I have my one that's really local, that has my pull list. Now they're so small that they don't get a lot of the variants and stuff like that, so I often have to run out a little further out there, and that's what I do usually when there's variants that I want and stuff. So, but since we were out that way hitting this new comic shop, we decided to check out, go back to the other one and see what they had in the back issue bins, because we knew there was a couple keys that came out that week. This is one of them right here. Spectacular Spider-Man 76 first appearance of the Crown. And it's allegedly going to be one of the, I don't know if it's a villain or whatever, but they're going to be appearing in the Morbius movie. So that's an important one to grab up if you can find it. Looks like a John Romita cover to me, man. There's no mistaking his artwork. John Romita Jr., I should say. Don't want to confuse those two. But, yeah, definitely a win. And also, Marvel Team Up #2. I think it's Volume 2, #2. And, I mean, you're not going to forget this cover, right? So, this guy here is the first appearance of Titanus, who allegedly is going to show up in the Captain Marvel movie. Whether it accrues any value, if it becomes too hot, I don't know. But grabbed one up, and my buddy grabbed one up too. They had 2 in the back issues. Then, of course, I have trouble passing these up. I got this. This was actually $5. First appearance of Spider-Punk. It's Amazing Spider-Man #10. Again, an unforgettable cover. You can find these in the dollar bins. That character, I'm telling you, I really feel like it's going to be iconic. So every time I see it for a reasonable price, I'm going to grab one up. This is actually the one I paid $5, but this one's actually in really good condition. The other ones I have, they got a little beat, but not too bad. But like I said, I'm not going to pass that up. Then, man, I'm such a Venom shill. I couldn't pass up the second, or what is this, fifth printing of Venom #1. It's the pencil sketch variant, and they keep changing the artwork on these things. And like I said, Venom's pretty much my main collection at this point. and I just can't pass it up, man. So I promised myself I wouldn't do it anymore. Here I am buying them again. So I bought the the printings. Maybe I'll stop at 5 unless they have really cool artwork for that too. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a blank piece of art paper. I don't know. Then I grabbed up this guy. I really wanted to get the Sienkiewicz variant, but I did not because the two I was looking at that they had there had the had some dings in the spine there, had some spinal ticks. So I got the Esad Ribbit cover, which is still awesome. I mean, these Esad Ribbit covers are really good. But remember, this is what's interesting is it's going to tie into the Venom series. And I don't want to put any spoilers out there, but you're probably going to want to pick it up if you collect Venom. That's all I'm saying. So that was what I grabbed. We thought we were calling it an early day. We came home early. But then Tad, decided to get a hold of me because he found out that the local half-price books got in, allegedly, I think he said 5 boxes, long boxes of back issues, and they were almost all $2. So it was like 7 o'clock, 7:30 at night. So I got a hold of my friend Janine, and we decided to make a run because they were open until 10, and we went to check it out. So everything in here was either $2 or $3. Almost all of it was $2, honestly. But jumped in the box, and I know somebody got to it before Todd, but Todd pretty much emptied it out. He got some really good books. Punisher #1. He got the second printing of the New Mutants 87. He had a lot of nice stuff in there. But regardless, Janine got the Guardians of the Galaxy #1, the first modern age Guardians. But she paid $10 for that guy, but which is still a bargain. But yeah, I just pretty much got some cool covers. This Ant-Man I couldn't pass up. Miami Vice. It's Ant-Man and Grizzly, I think. If you guys aren't familiar with Miami Vice, it was a big popular series back in the 80s. This looks just like it's hilarious. Great cover. Whoever did that, genius. Then Hellboy. I don't have a huge Hellboy collection, but I am a big Hellboy fan, especially the Ron Perlman movies. In fact, I have some signed stuff from him floating around here. I actually have a X-Men first appearance of Hellboy signed by him, and it's CBCS. And I also have the movie poster. It's a one-sheet signed by him and Doug Jones, the guy who plays Abe Sapien. I'll show that to you guys. Maybe I'll show it to you when I'm done here. But regardless, Hellboy. It looks like a Saturday Evening Post painting, Norman Rockwell. Beautiful. Had to have it. Then I grabbed a Venom #6. It's the first print of Eddie Brock coming back as Venom. Love that artwork too. Been wanting to get that. I actually picked up the second printing not too long ago, so now I got the first and second printing. The way you can tell the difference, the first printing is red where it says Venom. The title's red. If you have the second print, it's blue. Then they also had, I picked up at that basement sale I was telling you guys about, 22 and 23 of Guardians of the Galaxy, the Marvel Now, and I was missing 21, so it was a 3-part story, I believe, and it's the origin of the symbiotes. So that as well ties into your Venom story that's going on right now with Donny Cates. I think they're on issue 7 right now, but this all ties together, so that's kind of cool. I got that. New Warriors #1, second print. Honestly, I think I may have never even seen this before, to tell you the truth. I have the regular first print, but I grabbed it up. I don't know. I don't have one. Cool. People love New Warriors if you're a 90s kid. Grabbed up the X-Men #5. This is the second appearance of Omega Red, technically, because there's also a preview appearance. Well, we won't even get to that yet. So what I have is the first appearance, #4. I have like 4 or 5 copies, but I only have 2 of these, so I grabbed up a third one. I'd like to be able to sell them as a set if I ever decide to sell them, so that's kind of cool. And this thing right here, guys, hilarious. Obnoxio the Clown versus X-Men. Now, I've never seen this before in my life, but what it is apparently Obnoxio was the mascot to Marvel's answer to Mad Magazine. So Mad Magazine has Alfred E. Newman. Cracked has, I forget his name, but he's that janitor kid. Obnoxio the Clown was the mascot to Crazy Magazine. So, didn't read it yet, but I think this is hilarious. And I can see it's really bad. He's obviously not very good at jokes. You can see his little word balloon there. Hiya, kids. What's yellow and black? And don't breathe no more. apparently Kitty Pride. Grabbed Damage #1. This is the first appearance of Damage. Important key issue. They're really pushing these new guys, man. It's like, I guess, the answer to DC for a Hulk, and the answer to DC for Spidey is Sideways, first appearance. So got that. $2. It's a steal. Then, after we were done, oh, I forgot, in between, after we came back from the first trip, I stopped at the local comic shop, the small one I was telling you guys about, and grabbed up another one of these Walking Dead bags, which I'll unbag here for you guys in a second. But we'll keep talking about this stuff right here. So, this weekend, well, actually, no, Wednesday, yesterday, I didn't go to pick up my local comic shop stuff, my pull list, but I did swing by because I wanted those variants. So I can't, and I'm getting crazy with these variants. But I went and got I had to have the Wonder Woman variant, you know, the Jenny Frison. Beautiful artwork. Had to have the Amazing Spider-Man Battle Lines variant, the Green Goblin. Let's see if we can get that glare off of there. Hold on, let me make an adjustment here and see if this changes anything. Hold on 1 second, kids. How's that? Is that any better? Too much? Not enough? I don't know. Too dark? I still got that glare, man. Alright, well, anyways. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try this. Does that help? Well, regardless. So we got the Battle Lines variant Green Goblin. Pretty sure it's the same artist that does Spidey in general and did the regular cover. For some reason, his name's eluding me right now, but sweet cover, regardless. Picked up the Art Germ variant. Let's see what this is. Nah, too much. Art Germ variant of Spider-Gwen. And #1, Ghost Spider. Another #1. You know how Marvel loves the #1s. Well, nabbed that guy up. Had to get the Batgirl. #28. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. I forget who did this one. Regardless. Beautiful. Justice League #10. This is supposed to be the first appearance of the Drowned, I think it's called. I don't know. But shiny cover. It's like we're living in the 90s this month. Had to have it. Got it. I usually don't collect Justice League, but I've been picking these guys up. Then I got again, I'm a huge Venom shill. The #1 is the third printing of #4. Cover artwork's different. Actually, a lot of these reprints, the artwork, they're taking the interior artwork and putting the splashes onto the cover and selling it like that. Honestly, I don't care because the artwork's amazing. Ryan Stegman, great artist. And it's tough being a completionist. I always was a completionist. And it's tough in this day and age to be a completionist whenever they're selling 1 in 100 variants and you're selling copies of books for $500 before they even come out. I don't know, it's crazy. But then I dug through his back issues. It was just announced, there was a leaked photo that Rescue is going to be in Avengers 4, Pepper's Potts. Now, the first cameos in Invincible Iron Man Volume 5, I believe, #10. Now, I didn't find any #10s. And these were all $3 or $4. But I did find 2 11s, which, hold on, we'll get to that. 2 11s. And then an 11 second print variant with Rescue on the cover. And then I found a #12, which is actually the first full appearance. I found 2 of those. The first full appearance of Rescue, okay? Again, they were $4. But I'm going to trade with Todd he went and picked up the second printing of Return of Wolverine. Now, if you go out this week and pick them up, there's a misprint, error edition. So what they did was in pages like 2 and 3, and I think 48 and 49, I could be wrong on the page numbers, but it's a Star Wars comic, Dr. Aphra. So if you can get it out there and pick those up, he picked me one up for cover price, so I'll be trading with him this weekend, and we're supposed to trade his Walking Dead that I mentioned in a previous video. Now, something I was thinking about too lately, guys, a lot, is, I don't mind the keys too much, especially if they're reasonable, but I've been doing all this hunting and running around, and it's crazy, man. You get caught up in this stuff, And I'm really starting to think, why am I so worried about these variants? Like, yeah, okay, like let's say like this Venom, that's cool because it's really my main collection. But then I get into stuff like this, like his Batgirl here. Now, this cover is friggin' amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But I'm buying stuff just for the covers, and I could honestly give a shit about Batgirl comics. I mean, I like the actually Cassie Kane ones, but I just don't care anymore. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, wow, I could be buying really nice, like a Silver Age key issue or something. You know, it's $40 here, $40 there, $20 there. I could have bought Miles Morales. I could have bought an Ultimate Fallout #4 for the price I paid for these friggin' variants. So I'm gonna really do some soul searching here on these variants and see what I want to keep doing with this. Because I might just start ordering or hunting down more key issues. But we'll see how that pans out. But hey, let's do this Walking Dead unbagging. I picked up a #7, and I don't have a #7. And I'm probably going to pick up more of these as it goes along, as we, you know, until these stores run out of them. It seems like they still have a plethora of these things. Yeah, so this weekend we're going out to Halloween Comic Fest. And actually that place that we're going to, you know, if you guys go to Halloween Comics Fest, first of all, most of these participating retailers give you free comic-themed comics and Halloween-themed comics. And I know there's like Archie ones and stuff like that. There's different ones out there. So you get free ones just for showing up. Buy something, of course, even if it's one book. But the place we're going to, we never dug through the dollar books, and I heard they have this huge room back there. Never even was aware of it. We've been there like 3 or 4 times. It's hidden, I guess, in the back. But we're going to dig through that. But also they have a guest artist showing up there, Robert Hack. He's famous for Chilling Tales of Sabrina. He just recently did a Mars Attacks cover. So we're going to go there, maybe get some artwork or something. Definitely get some books signed and dig through those dollar bins. But here we go, #7. We just trimmed that sucker up. Let's take a look. I'm sure it's in upside down, right? Isn't that the gig? We know. I haven't seen one that isn't upside down. Sliding out, sliding out, sliding out. Oh, the regular edition. I ain't hating, though. It's actually kind of a cool cover. Like I said, I don't have this one. Still a win. But, hey, guys, that's it for... Oh, you know what? Let's see something real quick. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk here. And what I'm going to do is show you my Hellboy poster I mentioned. Actually, I got the Hellboy mask over here, too. So check it out, guys. Here's your Hellboy mask. Boom, hanging on the wall. And if you look at this poster, that is the one-sheet Hellboy poster. But if you come down, and then there's, I don't know if you guys can really see that. It's hard to see that. But Doug Jones signed that. You can kind of see the silver. It's silver and silver right there. If you can see that. It says Abe Sapien, Doug Jones. There you go. There. And then if you jump over here, and this one's a lot harder to see, but it's written in gold. And that's Ron Perlman's signature. And that is Heidi the Squeak McGeek squeaking at us. So yeah, that's kind of a cool thing. Let's see what, and there's They Live. And let's see, who's this girl? Who's this pretty girl? Who's the prettiest girl ever? Kitty Squeak. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'll let you know how Halloween Comic Fest turns out. I'm on staycation all next week, and it's going to be a good time. Until then, we'll see you next time. Peace out. NERDCORE.